So this is a video on how to use UVCAD. So I recommend to use a stylus or a mouse. In this case, I'm using a stylus. So I'm gonna click in the plus sign that will create a new drawing, a new file. So the following steps is like, in this case, I'm gonna draw a line. So I'm gonna put the stylus on top of the line icon. If I hold it there, it's gonna bring a menu with different options. It's kind of like you can change from these different options. But if you just click one, I'm just gonna close it. X will close it. You put your stylus there and it will close it. So if I put the stylus on top of the icon and I hold it there, I give you the three options. Then you can select the first one. Then now you move the stylus without touching the screen. You move the stylus all over the place until you select the point where you wanna use. It does not matter where you start because this cheat is infinite, so it doesn't matter where you start. So in this case, I'm gonna start here. Where I want to start, I will press the stylus on top of that location. So I'm gonna start there. So if you move around, you can see that the two bars will move around, and then when you let it go, that will be your first point. And let go means that you take the stylus off the screen. You see, if you keep on moving the stylus without touching the screen, you can see how this point moves. So in this case, we are not gonna touch the screen because we wanna give a command with a specific dimension. So in this case, we're just gonna click where it says next point on the left. We're gonna click on this arrow here, and basically what I mean click is to press. So we press there, and here you have different options, either polar or relative. So we're gonna click relative in this case, meaning that all the dimensions that we're gonna give here are relative to the last point where the cursor is at the moment. So I'm gonna click there, and let's say that I wanna go 5 units to the right. So we just press on top of the number, and I'm gonna type number 5. If you press on top of that X there, it will delete the number. You can also type the 5 or press the 5. So on the right hand side, which is the Y, I'm going to delete that, and I'm gonna put that 0 because we're just going straight to the right. After you do that, then you need to press done, and that's it. If you want to continue now doing the next point, you again go there. I press this with the stylus on top of that word there that says nan. I can either press with my finger and hold it there, and it will come up with the other one. So I'm gonna delete that word in there, and I'm gonna put 0 in this case, because in this case I wanna go up. So now I'm gonna press on the other side, and I'm gonna say that I wanna go up 5. You see, it went up 5. Now I need to press done, and there you are. So I'm gonna repeat the process now. Now I'm gonna go 10 feet to the other direction in the X axis. So I'm gonna press again. I'm gonna press with my finger this time on top of the 9. And this is something interesting. So I'm gonna delete that number. And since now X is gonna be a negative number, for you to do that, you need to press this icon here twice. If you press it once, it's gonna give you a dot. If you press it twice, it's gonna be the minus sign. So I'm gonna press it twice. Look at this. 1, 2. See, it becomes a minus. So now I'm gonna press the length that I wanna go there. In this case, I wanna go 10. And now I'm gonna press on the Y, which is gonna be 0. And as you see, it did move. So now I'm gonna press done now, and that's it. If I want to get out of this menu, I can continue putting more lines like this, following these rules. But if I want to get out of this menu, I just press X with the stylus and it disappears. So in this case now, if I press the two fingers, if I put the two fingers on the screen, I can move this. So this is very similar like when you are trying to make changes on a picture using a photo editor on Android. You put the two fingers on the screens and you keep them there. You can move things all over the place. So in this case now, I want to draw another line. So I'm going to press again this one here, and I want to find the first point. And this part is a little bit tricky because in this case I'm moving the stylus without pressing the screen. So now when you see that it touched there, now that the square is on top of that thing, it's almost like a snap. Now is when I'm gonna put the stylus on the screen. At this moment I'm not touching the screen, it's just moving the stylus above the screen, but I'm not touching the screen yet. So now that I see that it's kind of like a snap there, now I'm gonna touch the screen. I touch the screen, and now you see you have the two axes again. So now these two axes, you can see there that yellow square, that means that it has a snap for the first point. Now I'm gonna leave the stylus off the screen, and now I can move again this. Again, all this movement that I'm doing right now is with the stylus off the screen. So now I'm gonna press. You see now I haven't pressed yet. See there is on top. So now I'm gonna touch the screen with the stylus now. So there we go. So now that I touch the screen with the stylus, I go there, it snap. Now if I lift the stylus off the screen, it's gonna continue going for another point, looking for another point to continue making lines. So I'm gonna lift this. As you see, that's exactly what's happening. This is with the stylus off the screen. So, but I'm gonna pick a random point. It doesn't matter. So here, and now I'm gonna click this arrow here. This kind of like an undo. An undo when you are within this command, the line command. So I'm gonna press this to delete that one. Now I'm gonna press the X to get out of this command. That's it. So again, now I'm pressing the two fingers on top of the screen so I can move this around. So in this case now I want to make a curve. So for that I'm gonna go to this here and this icon here. So it's a 2-point arc. So I'm gonna select that. And now it's telling me to select the first point. Again, I'm not touching the screen with the stylus. I'm just moving the stylus above the screen. So now I'm gonna press it. I haven't pressed it yet. I press it now. And I'm moving and I'm looking for that point there. So that's 1 point. Now I'm gonna let it go because I'm touching the screen. Actually, I'm gonna try this point here. Let's start from the bottom here. So now I'm touching the screen with the stylus. I'm gonna lift the stylus now off the screen. You see? So now again it's moving everywhere. Again, I have the stylus off the screen. So now I'm gonna go to this point here, and now is when I'm going to touch the screen with the stylus. So I'm gonna do it now. I touch. Now it snap, and that's it. So, but I didn't mean to have the curve on that side. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna select this curve. So basically what I do, I just press the stylus and drag it. Now this curve is selected. So now I'm gonna, with the stylus, I'm gonna touch the screen on that yellow square. It's kind of like a knot, and I'm gonna move it. See, I'm gonna move it here. So I'm gonna let it go now. Again, this is with the stylus pressing the screen. So I'm gonna let it go, and that's it. But now let's say that you wanted to do that to a particular distance, right? So right now I'm pressing the screen with the 2 fingers, like if it was a picture, and I'm going to make a new line. So I'm gonna press there with the stylus. I'm gonna click there. Now I'm gonna select the first point, and I would like to be the middle of this line. Again, my stylus is above the screen without touching it. It's kind of like a hovering. So now I'm gonna drop the stylus, and I want to look for that point. So there is fine. If found the point, so I'm gonna lift it. Now I have the stylus off the screen. So let's say that, I mean, like I wanna have a point like here. Now I'm putting the stylus. I'm touching the screen with the stylus now. So when I let it go, that's gonna be the point. So I'm gonna let it go now, and that's the point. So now I'm gonna close the command here by pressing X with the stylus, and it closes. So now I'm gonna touch the curve. I'm gonna touch this curve here with the stylus. Basically, you just drag it. So, and now I'm gonna touch this yellow point, and I'm gonna move it there. Now that you see that square there, that is snapping there. So if I let it go, it's gonna snap there. So again, this is touching the screen right now with the stylus. So I'm gonna remove the stylus of the screen so it snaps there. So just watch it. And did that. So I don't need this line anymore, so I'm just gonna delete this line. So to unselect, all that you do is like you press with the stylus on top of the screen, and it will unselect whatever you have selected. Also, this arrow here at the top is also an undo. So I'm gonna do this so you can see it. So if you press, it undo the movement. If I press the other arrow, it will go forward on command. So there you go. So now I'm gonna delete this line that I don't need. Again, I'm hovering with the stylus on top of it. So now I'm gonna press the stylus, and I'm gonna select that line. And now I'm gonna delete it because I don't need it. So pretty much you just press this garbage icon at the top, pretty much, and you will delete it. So there you go. So now what I want to do, for example, I want to copy this curve. So I'm gonna select it again. And now I'm pressing the stylus on top of the curve here, and select that item. If rather than picking the yellow square, I pick this blue one, it will make kind of like a copy. So you see there is kind of like an offset. So in this case, I press and I have the stylus touching the screen. So now when I let it go, it's gonna be there. Look. So, but it is the previous one disappeared. So now I'm going to go back. I'm going to return it to where it was by pressing this arrow here. That's it. Another thing that is important is like after you finish your drawing, for instance, you want to put a dimension. So there is a menu here. So you can click here. There are different menus, different type of measurements. So in this case, I'm going to do a vertical one. Basically, again, I'm hovering the stylus on top of the screen. So now I'm gonna go there. Now I'm gonna press it. Again, I have now the axis. You should see also that there was kind of like a dot before in the axis. That dot is not there anymore. So that means that I'm pressing the screen with the stylus. So I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna snap there. I'm gonna lift it. Now I'm gonna snap exactly. So the point, my stylus is on top of the screen without touching it. Again, hovering. So now I'm gonna touch the screen and I'm gonna find the point. So that's there. So now I'm gonna lift it. Now when I lift it, again, this is with the stylus hovering on the screen. So I wanna put it on this side here. And where I want it now, I'm gonna touch the screen. So if I want it at that location with that measurement, I press, that's it. So now I'm going to use the 2 fingers to minimize this. So now the next thing is that I want a measurement that is horizontal. So now I'm gonna again press here and hold it, and I'm gonna grade this horizontal measurement. So in this case, again, I'm hovering. So I want to find the first point here. I'm going to lift it. No, I have to undo this. I think I made a mistake, so I'm going to undo that. And I'm going to again press here. Horizontal. Lift. Okay, there we go. But as you see, it's kind of finicky because it's covering and I cannot see properly. So I'm gonna hold it there, lift it, and that's it. So in this case, I didn't snap in the right point because we know that the dimension there is 10. But that's the idea, right? So if you snap at the right place, actually, let's just do it. Let's just go back one. Let's just do it. Let me put this a little bit to the side, and I'm going to snap there on the point, select it, then you see now it's exactly 10. So now that's with the mouse, with the stylus pressing on the screen. So now I'm gonna take the stylus off the screen and hover. So then when you find the point where you want it, touch screen and let it go. So you can also measure radius too. So in this case, I want to measure the radius of this curve here. So I'm gonna press here and I'm gonna select this option, radial. Now you just need to touch a curve. So in this case, I'm gonna do this curve. So I have the stylus hovering, so I'm gonna click there. And there you go. So that's the radius there. And didn't come out right, so I'm just gonna undo that. Let's do it again. So I select radial, I'm hovering, then I let it go, and I press it, press the screen, and I'm gonna let it go and give this dimension. So now this is hovering, I'm hovering the stylus. Now I'm gonna touch the screen where I want it, and that's it. So now I'm gonna press anywhere on the screen to get out of that menu. That's pretty much it. So now to change the scales of the dimension, we select the dimension, again touching, dragging with the stylus, then clicking this icon here. Then you're gonna look here for a scale. In this case, I want to make it smaller, so I'm going to click on 0.5. Fix that, 0.5. Pressing with the 2 fingers, and as you can see, press this icon here. Then that will close it. Now with the 3 dots, I'm going to, no, not the 3 dots here, but I'm going to save it. And that should be it.